Microphone check, please advise if audio and video are clear from where you are watching. Professional money matches. Never they read the last one. I think my cafe back to the vote track and I want to points. But Sanga for Sadio. I think I will go to the Very good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Mango Shed Bar and Restaurant. We are in the town of Busega.
The venue once again is Mango Shade Bar and Restaurant. It is a 32-man competition which has reached the round of last year. The biggest of the semi-finals. It is between two of the now tournament favorites who are facing off for a place in the final to take on the winner between Lubula Simon and Caleb Muhiri. Rest 6. Ibrahim Sejema name. Rashid Wagaba name. As Dog City goes one up, I have to make a disclaimer. There is a lot of music at the venue, which is putting the video and the streaming platform at risk. As part of the solution, I got a noise filtering microphone, but it has very shaky audio. So the audio will be very shaky, but nonetheless, at least the video is of some respectable quality. Ibra 1, Ibra nil, Dog City 1. Once again, it is a race to 6. The other semi-final is also ongoing between Computer and Ivan Kanyesije. Has also one game played so far, and it is Simon Lubula, the Computer, in the lead.
Ababa kasima kiyembe abazungu ne bamugamba pita chobe nawo Ibra gatumanji kazi pita chobe yatabude interview
I'm just hoping that the volume, the voice projection compared to the background noise is now a little bit okay. Please advise in the comment section if it is now a little better. Solen Senjuva, please advise. Now that Chitaka Alvin, the CEO, advises that the sound is okay, we can proceed. Welcome to the Mango Shade Bar and Restaurant. We are approaching the end of the tournament. It is now the business end of the competition. It is 4 players left out of 32 who have been participating all day today in a 32-man competition that is ongoing at the Mango Shade Bar and Restaurant in Kampala, the town of Busega, where we are. The little magician Ibrahim Sejemba is down 1-0 against Rashid Wagaba, the Dog City, in a race to 6 for a place in the final to take on the winner between Lubula Simon, the Computer, and Ivan Kanyesije. That match is also 2 games through, and it is Ivan Kanyesije down 2-0 against the Computer. And while for this one, it is 1-0, Dog City leading against Ibra. The scoreboard on the top right of your screen has scores for Ibra on the left, 0 scores for Dog City on the right, 1. Player Ibrahim Sejemba with Team Management, his management team as they are popularly called, while for Dog City nowadays the most sound management team in the country, which is called the Advanced Talent Agency. Sometimes I even run short of words when this young man Ibra is playing. It is hard to be in his shoes nowadays. Such a classy player, such an accomplished player. A player with tournaments big and small, one in Uganda and Kenya and Zambia and a few places in between, including Rwanda. And yet he has been a shadow of his own self in terms of form for the better part of the last 9 months. He has not won any comp in that period, and for the years I have seen him grow up as a player and person, it is the worst spell of his. It is the worst ever spell he has ever gone through, ever since becoming an established player in 2017 when he won his first competition, the Mityana Open, against Senyonjo Glorious in the final. But for now, he equalizes against Dog City, who in my opinion is the favorite for this match, especially given his recent performances. This is the second semi-final in a row. The second semi-final this week in which he is reaching thus far in a tournament. The last event in which he participated was the weekly competition that is normally organized at the Kamwacha Pool Center on every Tuesday. That comp was won by Dog City himself. What a memorable performance when he did defeat Caesar Chandiga in the final. The two players, Ibra and Dog City, had a money match at the start of the year that was organized at Tickles and Giggles in Kampala in a very long race to 21 with $1,200 at stake, and the match was won by Ibra 21-18. At one moment it was 18 all until Ibra grabbed the bull by the horn to take the day. Apart from that money match, the other good performance that Ibra has had this year was in another money match, in another race to 21 against one of the very best players on the continent in Ganda from South Africa. They battled in Kampala for $2,000, and it is Ibra who won 21-15. Very big performance that was. Since then, the real Ibra has not been seen yet. Maybe he could be seen today, or will I say tonight. My very good friend Keith Bunce, I hope you now know that you are an asset to pool, especially Ugandan pool. How close and how loving you are to Caesar as a person and to the game in general. A very helpful and an example of very good money management skills. Thank you for watching, but more so, thank you for the job you are doing in the Scorpion. And also thank you for losing a game to me when we last played. You are a good man manager, but not all that much a good player, not at all. It is a big load of accolades between these two players joined, or will I say combined together, and the huge majority of them are in favor of Ibra, who as a very young teenager in 2017 participated in the Mityana Open Pool Championship that was organized 60 kilometers midwest of Kampala. He did win that competition with 1 million Uganda shillings. on his name. He did defeat Senyenyo Glorious in the final. Since then, he has won a multitude of tournaments and battles and weekly comps, including the Indigo Open Pool Championship 2018, the Urban Arcade Championship 2019, Waise Open Championship 2019, Kasui Open 2019, the Upper Volta Double Elimination competitions in 2020 as well as 2021, the Amigos Annual Double Life competitions in 2020 and 2021. For the both of the last tournaments I did mention of, he won them twice in succession in 2 years. Also in 2020, he did become the very first Ugandan to win a big competition outside Ugandan soil, the Matthew Ngulube 128-man competition that was organized at the OYDC in Zambia. He did beat Victor Sinyenza, Zambia's number 1, in the final. He also became the second Ugandan to better his own record by winning another international competition, the Mchana Open, in 2023. But in this match, Dog City, who is the home darling, the crowd favorite, he is born in Natete Trading Center, just a walking distance from the venue. He is the one that the crowd are fancying to win this match. They have stayed up. Majority of them are standing. Those who are able to sit have gotten some seats. They are supporting Dog City. It is right in this town that he got that nickname, Dog City. It is from here that he roamed around the town like a stray dog when he was a teenager in the city of Kampala, looking for people, opponents and venues from where to play pool. That is where his then manager gave him the nickname, the Dog City. He is at home. He fills the table. This is where he practices most of the time. He is doing this for himself, but most importantly for the fans. He wants to take down a guy who is a very good friend of his, but right now, a rival. 2-1 computer leading against Ivan Kanyesi, and 2-1 Dog City leading against Ibra. So little space I'm having to stream this match. Where I am watching from, I can't even stand up. Otherwise, I would love to rotate the camera around to show you how many people are here. And yet, it is almost 11:30 p.m. It is almost coming to Sunday in a tournament that started on Saturday afternoon. And yet, these guys are still here supporting their favorite stars, most especially Dog City. I'm in the midst of a multitude of fans around myself, and it is why I have to apologize to you that you are most probably hearing lots of background noise from the fans. I would say that at least 90% of them, at least 90, if not more, are supporting Dog City. He is enjoying not just home ground advantage, but also home support. He is never short on skill, Ibra. The difference with his style He pulls up most of those skill shots only when he needs them. Otherwise, he likes to play a technical game. He likes to take too much time between shots. Sometimes he is mistaken for a boring player. I don't think he is boring. I think he is very technical. And I know that my good friend BK, where he's watching from, he will say that Ibra is boring. BK, I don't agree with you. These players have 60 seconds to play their shots. If they take less than 60 seconds, it is absolutely within the rules. Some are fast attacking players, the likes of Glorious. Yes, Caesar. The king of attacking pool at speed, Jerry himself. The likes of Aiden. The likes of Dog City himself. As for Ibra, he has a totally different approach. He is always as cool as a cucumber when he is on table. When his game is on, when his attacking game is on, he is almost impossible to beat. I like to emphasize that. And he has demonstrated it against all of African players, that on his day, he can take them down with ease. And he is taking down this frame with ease. And he is equalizing at 2-2 now with ease. Ibra 2, Dog City 2. Race to 6 when Ibra spots a black. About 3 or 4, if not 5 guys clap their hands in support when Dog City spots a black. A few hundreds give him a standing ovation. Thank you for watching. Dennis Kowich. Yes, sir. You're supporting Ibra. Julius Shambare. You say Ibra is one of the technical players you've ever seen. Okay. Johanna Gomez is also supporting Sejemba Ibra. Sometimes he does it as if intentionally, but it is not. As if to make himself rare to see on the table, maybe, such that the time he is seen in action, that fans at the venues and maybe online are longing to watch him. At times I thought it was deliberate until I discovered that it is actually not. He has been on and off. If you are a neutral, you will probably wish that this young man Ibra won this match and this tournament, such that he can regain the love and commitment to competition, because I want to think that maybe his continued absence from a majority of these tournaments is because of the declining performance. Maybe he's not a good loser. I just think it that way. He takes defeat a little more serious than other players. Still yet to make his mid-20s. Actually, I saw somewhere on social media that yesterday was the birthday of his son and himself. If it were true, it would be so special sharing a birthday with your own son. And if it were true, maybe there would be no belated birthday celebration than winning this comp. But winning this comp will not be easy, especially when his semi-final opponent is Dog City, who at this stage, in my opinion, is supposed to be the tournament favorite, not only because of his good qualities, his very good form, especially having won too many matches in a row in the last 3 weeks, with the victory in a money match against Ibrahim Kayanja, and also victory over Joseph Kasozi, and the victory in the last weekly comp in which he played. And he's also supposed to be a comfortable player, in my opinion, and a very solid management which takes care of not just himself as a player, but himself as a person. And his deal should be in top 3, if not top 2, if not top 1 in terms of the best managed players in the country. His deal with the Advanced Talent Agency, I wouldn't want to mention the terms, but they are giving him quite a good time, especially compared to terms in the management situations of other players. And another of the well-managed players is Ibrahim Sejemba, with his management team, which is called the Management Team, a name which he adopted from the management team of the American boxer Floyd Mayweather, whom he grew up as a childhood fan. And in fact, Ibra's first nickname indeed was Mayweather until of late, when he adopted a new nickname, the Killer, after killing 127 other top shooters in Africa to win the Grand Mchana Open Championship at Mchana Pub and Grill in Nairobi last year. In his victory speech, when he was given the microphone, he asked the fans, "Who is the killer now?" And then they replied, "Ibra." And that became his new nickname, and the rest is history. Daniel Kipruto, it is Ibra who shares a birthday with his son, according to a social media post I saw on the internet, I think yesterday. When you are to beat Dog City at his own home turf, your A game must be on. And having the A game on is not shooting, as Ibra just has a few seconds ago. And he knows that most likely he will not be given by Dog City. 3-2, Computer is leading against Ivan Kanyesije. The winner of that match will face the winner of this match in the final, which will be coming up shortly here after. That one I'll be streaming it on Break and Finish Live on Facebook. Daniel Kipruto, you're watching from Kenya. You're asking for the race. It is a race to 6. Yes, it is not a very short race, though not long enough, but it should be able to show you exactly where these players stand in terms of form and in terms of how ready they are to take on even bigger comps which are coming up. The National Open Pool Championship of Uganda, the car competition, whose qualifiers are starting and are around the corner, where Dog City has to play in the qualifying format, while Ibra, being among the top 8 seeded players, is exempted from playing qualifiers. This one looks like a clearance in the bag from the dog in the city. Good cue action. He will be putting this back to the corner pocket bottom left to inspire a roar from the crowd. Like that. He'll be getting some tips from the fans. Devi, you are asking for updates about Caesar. Caesar was beaten in the second round by Computer. He is out. You will probably see him when another tournament comes your way. Thank you. Watching from Zambia, Chichi. You say that Ibra is your favorite player. BK Forex Bureau, you are still BK Forex. You are still on Ibra's time wasting. What you call time wasting? Yes, it is true. The games are not timed. Yes, it is true. They are supposed to be timed, but they are not. But the officials do warn the players when they deem that they are time wasting tactics at play. And welcome back from that pressure football match, BK. I know that you love to support the English national team. I understand they have qualified for the semis of the European Championships on penalties. And I know that you are a happy person. But in terms of progress of this tournament, I don't think you're a happy person. Especially if Ibra wins it, I don't know how happy you will be. I'm kidding. Benon Lennon supporting the dog in the city. And Dennis Kawisha supporting Ibra.
Amanya gange bapita jini ya mukanga jina 6 jogera city no mamu esiro nange ndaba omwana ono bamuyita Dogo City.
When this guy Dog City is having his game on, he can be almost unplayable. Last year he did beat Ibra and Caesar a combined number of 9 times, and most of them were real beatings. I had never ever seen Ibra being beaten 9-1 in the final until he faced Dog City in a race to 9 in the final of the Black Sheep Arena Opening Championship in the district of Mukono near Kampala last year. When his game is on, he has results like 7-1 against Caesar in a tournament outside of Uganda. When his game is on, he has a money match victory of 13-3 against Ishmael Mtheta, one of the best players in South Africa. That match happened in Zambia. He will be up against the penultimate yellow ball in a stop shot. He will put the yellow ball diagonally and then black to the center pocket on the right. The diagonal shot has to be accurate. And if he overdoes it, a top spin will move the white ball even further than he fancies. So he has to be very careful. But skill is never his issue. Here we go. Rashid Wagaba 4, Ibrahim Sejemba 2, rest 2-6. Once again, please accept my apologies. The passion of Ugandan fans towards their players is way too much. In my opinion, I'm not yet as well traveled as Moses Mukenya, but I've been to 2 or 3 African countries, and sometimes I watch billiards on the phone, but I have never ever seen anywhere in the world where people are so passionate about this game than here in Uganda. I'm not just talking about excitement. It is here that I see people shed tears after simply losing a game. It is here that I see people investing in the game simply for passion without expectation of benefiting anything financial. In the meantime, time out for Ibra, who is 4-2 down against Dog City. On the second table, which you can peripherally see in the background, the computer is now leading 5-2 against Ivan Kanyesdi. Maybe I can just zoom in a bit, such that in this 1 or 2 minutes before Ibra comes, you'll be watching that game. We are back, ladies and gentlemen, to see whether the timeout was effective by Ibra. For Ibra, I would imagine that during that time break he did have maybe a phone chat with his manager. It is one of those tournaments when you are just a one-man's army. He's on his own. He normally moves with 1 or 2 people from his management team. Today he's on his own. And I think this one is very good training because he likes not to perform so well when he has a crowd against him. Tournaments like these ones make the players stronger, especially in terms of mental fortitude. Playing against an opponent as tough as Dog City, when he has the crowd behind him. I saw Ibra give away an 11-3 lead in a big money match in Bulawayo against Timothy Onida, simply because he had a crowd against him. Thank you for watching, Winnie Kennedy. I know you're supporting Ibra. I know things are not going well for you. Maybe he will make you happy. But there is no assurance as of now because he's playing against a top player who is also shooting well at his own home venue with a crowd behind him. Supporting Dog City, thank you for watching. Njoroge Njuguna. Confirmation is that the winner of this match will take on Lubola Simon in the final. In my opinion, Lubola Simon, the computer, by the final, is the best player in the competition. He has been shooting exceptionally well. His match in the first round against Lawrence it was against Pacquiao. It was such a joy to watch. In the second round, he convincingly took down Caesar 5-3. In the quarterfinal, Caleb Mohire, who was all in himself performing so well, and yet he was beaten, I think, 5-1. And then in the semi-final, it has been 6-2 against Ivan Kanyesije, and is in good shape to take on whoever wins this match. Most likely, Computer versus Dog City in the final. Most likely, especially going by the current score in this match. And how is Rwanda Swalin Senjuva from where you are watching? Somewhere in Kigali. Yona Gomez, you say the guy has won. I think you are insinuating, you are meaning Dog City. He will need a game opening shot, put yellow to the corner pocket on the right, open up the yellow to the corner pocket on the top left in the same shot. Just like that, but he's not on target. The idea was right, the execution was not. Advantage, Ibra. On my cross, met you for the first time yesterday at the battle. We are supporting Caesar, and you gave me some cool transport back home. Thank you very much for the gesture. Iboko Yagasen, thank you for watching. You want the guy wearing the dog black t-shirt to exchange it with Dog City, okay? The Mango Shed, a venue which has pool crazy supporters. And this village where we are, I would like to call it a village, is home to some of the best players Uganda has ever produced. Most notably Fahad Sewankambo, the only player who has ever won the car competition twice. By car competition, I mean Uganda's. He's the second player to win the National Open Championship more than once, but he's the only one who has won both competitions, with the grand prize being a new car. And yes, he has started a family and built a house from that competition. When he won the National Open Championship in 2014, he drove his car for 1 year, then sold this to buy land. He won the same competition again in 2017 and he drove the car for a few months and sold it. And he built a house in his land. This place is also home place to the likes of Sula Matovu, Uganda's national champion in 2016 and 3-time seed number 1. Ibra Sejemba pulls one back. 3-4, Dog City still in the lead. Joanna Gomez says, I want me to tell Ibra to invite Hazard for a money match. But the way that money match is kind of boiling. At one time we were so ready to have it, but the Ibra of late, the Ibra of 2024, especially the months of April and May and June and July, I probably won't dare to have a money match even against Bwini Kennedy, because he wouldn't be guaranteed to win. and he's very tactical. He likes to have money matches when he's in good shape. For now, he will probably not risk having any money match. But he's a good long racer. He has only had one money match this year with a Ugandan, and it was against Dog City, and Ibra won. Just a reminder. Team Dog City Niwagawa Enoch, welcome to the stream. Regan, but I want a money match with me. Go away, you coward. And don't think that anybody can come from anywhere and beat me in a pool game. I also can pot those balls, especially when they are good. And even some of you in the comment section are people whom I've ever beaten before. The likes of Swalen Sengiova and Ivan Oketa. They have nothing to tell me. I just beat them and then go away with their money. It's only Bukanya Moses, who was teammates with me in a pool club in 2009 called Uganda Police Pool Club, by the way. For the whole year he was starting and I was on the bench. Most of the times a substitute, not even used. And up to today it still hurts me, by the way. One time I will get him on the pool table. But from where I'm watching, I can tell you, if you want to order a drink here, you will not, because even the waiters and the waitresses and the barmen and the barmaid and the askari are all watching pool and they are supporting Dog City. They will not serve you. Guys, we are close to 360 watching, and yet only over 20 have liked. Let's have at least 100 likes. Just like it and leave it there. The benefit with liking is to spread the video more and more, because YouTube will recommend liked videos to other YouTubers. The more it is watched, the more these players get publicity, but also the more it's watched, I stand a chance as the streamer to have this video monetized. If it's monetized, I have a chance to recover the costs I have on streaming these videos in terms of data charges and movement and accommodation. Yes, I love it, but even serving your own passion sometimes can feel like a big burden. So just please like the video. If you can, if an ad plays as the video is playing, kindly watch it. That one you will be doing only on my behalf. And thank you in advance, because as I spoke in the last 10-15 seconds, more than 30 people did like. Remy Contra Productions, you said that Ibra's game reading is off. I don't think it is off. Game reading can't be lost by a player of this level. It is his execution of shots of late which is off. Sometimes he takes a break of competition, and I'm looking so forward to seeing what he could be performing when he comes on table. Sometimes even when he comes on table, you don't see the real Ibra. The one whom I will call my Ibra, the Ibra whom I saw tormenting the majority of Ugandan players to no black money matches in the year 2020. The one who won comp after comp after comp after comp. The one who became a champion in Zambia, a darling in Kenya, a crowd favorite in Kampala, a top player in Entebbe, a semi-professional in Lusaka. The guy who gave no black money match, no black handicap to Seed 2 of Kenya in Nairobi and beat him convincingly. I have not seen him in a long time. In fact, I am looking for him, and for now, for the last 3, 4, 5 months, I am not seeing him. And I think this is a clearance that is taking Dog City 5-3 up. He will not forgive you in this case. And now this red, even Amandra Fiona could report it. And then the black, she could report it even with her eyes half closed. Dog City 5, Ibra 3, rest to 6. Maybe the fans are not attentive enough. They are congratulating Dog City as if they think he is already won. And I think he has communicated to them that he is still 1 game away. He's already smiling as if he thinks that he is winning. And in my opinion, he started as the favorite. Not only is he a top player, but also for the last 1 month or so, we are seeing him in pretty much tip-top form. He is also a player, by the way, who has gone through the kind of drought that Ibra is going through now. Because he won so many comps last year, 7, Dog City. And yet this year, out of about 30 comps he has played so far, there's a period in which he won 1 out of about 20. The Easter Cup that was organized at Portit Sports Bar in Kampala, when he did defeat Joseph Kasoze in the final on Easter weekend. But the few months before and after then, he was nowhere to be seen. Malema Christmas, thank you for watching. Oh, is this Kibeti Bosco? Pool player and the leader of pool players from the Eastern District of Mbale. Wow, nice to see you. So beautiful that we have the internet, even for a person you've taken years without meeting. Finally, the game unites you. Thank you for watching, my friend Bosco Kibeti. If Ibra is to stand a chance, even a chance, of reaching this final, he has to win 3 games in a row against Dog City, who is at his own home turf, being supported by around 200, if not 250 supporters at the venue. He will need the entire experience and expertise that saw him win 2 big comps in Zambia and Kenya respectively. That saw him give handicap of no black to majority of the top players in Uganda, including Amos, including Black Sheep, including Alan Nsoboga, including Habib Sebugusi, though the results were not all that pleasant, but also including Ivan Murungi, and only excluding Caesar, Mansour, Kasozi, and Fire. And just like that. When his game is on, which I can't really guarantee, especially of late, it's like deadly poison which kills its victims slowly but surely, taking a lot of time between shots, but surely potting the black every time he aims at a clearance. Ibra 4, Dog City 5, rest to 6. A big fan and friend of Ibra, that is Winnie Kennedy. Ibra lost the previous game and said in the comment section that he was going to sleep. Now he's saying, Ibra, make sure, bring the next one. Now why aren't you sleeping, Kennedy? Dry break. Maybe we could see a decider here. For as long as the little magician, as Ibra was nicknamed by myself, makes a clearance, taking advantage of a dry break by his opponent, then we shall have a decider. But it won't come easy. He will most likely be going for the reds, most especially the situation on the corner, at the corner pocket top right of your screen. It has a red ball occupying the pocket and a yellow ball packed closely behind. And because of that situation, you would think it will be safer for him going for the reds than the yellows. But he goes for yellows and he closes the table. Whatever he has in mind for that same shot I'm talking about, I think this is what he has in mind. He wants to put yellow to the center pocket on the left, use the white ball to open up the would-be bad yellow. There we go. He opens it up. How effective? I think it is effective enough for as long as he has one ball to put, maybe the yellow ball, which is touching the red ball near the middle of the table. That is the shot which I think has some little passage of the ball, the yellow, to the center pocket on the left. If he puts it, I think he will be okay. The unique appearance of today's video is because my tripod is elevated way higher than I usually do, because the place is too packed with human beings that I would hardly be able to stream comfortably if I hadn't raised it a little more than usual. Now, after effecting that shot, you think that Ibra is in good control, but he has two little problems of two balls which are frozen against the bottom and the top rails, respectively. The one top of your screen and the ball closest to your screen on the bottom, respectively. Those two yellows. How he plays them will determine whether or not he will win this frame, will determine whether or not we will have a decider. Kabali Sharif, you're shouting out to Winnie Kennedy. Christmas Malemwa. You wanted Ibra to go for the reds. He went for the yellows. It's his decision to make. He can only justify it if he makes a clearance of the yellows. The crowd are now silent, with Ibra potting each ball. They are anticipating danger that their darling Dog City could be taken to the wire. Just a little unfortunate Ibra has been that the movement of the white ball was intercepted by Dog City's red, to the effect that he will need a sharp cut of the yellow ball he's looking at right now. The good thing is that that sharp cut, if he plays it fast, if he pots it, gives him a natural movement of the white ball for the next yellow, which is closest to your screen on the left. But he has to use energy enough to prevent himself from getting snookered. Here we are. He pots and white ball is perfect. I don't think you'll get a better clearance than this one from the little magician. A very hard fought game. Lots of nerves, lots of toughness, lots of mental fortitude, yes, some good brains and some skill, which has brought him to play the black, and he puts it 5-5. Ibra versus Dog City is ending in a decider. Okay, predictions in the comment section. Who is winning this frame? Who is winning this match? The prize for whoever wins this frame is a place in the final against Computer. Will it be Ibra? Will it be Dog City? In my opinion, it is always the player in a decider who is coming there from behind with the momentum on his side. In this case, now Ibra. While I thought that Dog City was favorite for this match, coming into this semi-final, Ibra's class has seen him through the last two frames. Dog City's form saw him through the first four. The fans are celebrating the miss of a shot as if Dog City has spotted black. But at least he has a chance to play. The battle is for the corner pocket on the bottom right of your screen. By the end of the battle, Ibra has his yellow ball packed right in the middle of the pocket, and Dog City did play his red ball just behind. The ramification of that shot for Dog City is that should Ibra finish off his other yellows, the other 5 on the table, it will be hard for him to put the last one, let alone find a good white for the black. Thank you for watching, Julius Bijix. You say whoever wins this frame will be the winner of the tournament. Okay. And yet Regan Batuma thinks Dog City cannot defend against Ibra. So far he is. I want to think that this match, this frame, may be won by whoever plays those 2 balls, red and yellow, nearest to your screen on the right, to his own advantage. Dog City just bringing balls, playing them close to each other. Maybe he is anticipating that Ibra could attempt a clearance. And I know that in this case, Ibra will most likely be rooting for a game opening shot. Any chance he gets to put a ball whereby the white ball opens up the yellow that is packed at the bottom right corner pocket, he will be using that chance. He's winning this match. Ian Kazibe on the screen, Publicity Natete, thank you for watching. And from Buju Billiard Center in Chitende, thank you for watching on the big screen always. Herbert Kayuke, watching from Hertfordshire in the United Kingdom. Guy played in the Ugandan Pool League for some good time. Nowadays, resident in the UK. And Simon Soboga is uploading Ibra as the killer. Thank you for watching. Kosi Apia Augustine. You think these guys should visit Ghana and they will be motivated how beautiful it would be? But Ghana, we need to see you participate in tournaments that are organized between the better African players from the continent. Every time they take on each other, we are longing to have West Africa joining the bigger African fraternity. Yes, online nowadays we are together with the Nigerians and Ghanaians and the like, but we need, even in the physical, to have the best players in Nigeria and Ghana and Ivory Coast and Senegal and elsewhere in West Africa participate in these tournaments, such that you become the Igwe of the game. What is Ibra trying to do here? Sometimes they say you are beautiful but unlucky. The shot was right, the brains were right. It was risky. What happened is the actualization of the risk. In the end, Ibra finds the pocket occupied now by Dog City's red, and yet it is his yellow, which is packed right behind. The same opposite, the exact opposite of the situation moments ago. He will want to use this chance to open up the same pocket again. Here we go. He opens up and misses the pot. Not high enough on confidence, not high enough on the perfection of execution. Dog City has a chance, maybe to make a clearance, but it won't come easy. Dennis, you're already congratulating Dog City. You think he's winning? First, hold on a bit, don't celebrate, maybe. Here he has opportunity. He could put the red ball he's looking at to the center pocket on the left. The white ball will naturally move for him to put the second red, which is almost touching the black. He will put it to the top left corner pocket if he played that shot now. What is he trying to do? Pot. Red ball with a sharp cut to the top left corner pocket and use the white ball to open up the top right corner pocket, which has Ibra's yellow occupying it. By his body language, I think that's what he was trying to do. But it's again risky. When you do it, you must make sure that you pull it off to perfection. Thank you for watching. Eddie Galavuz again. Bosco Kibet, you think that Ibra is winning? I don't know who is winning. Joseph Mugisha. You would think that Dog City may have found himself just a little bit even lucky because he came so close to fouling. A foul which would exit him from the tournament painfully at the semi-final stage in front of his fans. Five, if you're just joining the stream, it is a decider between Ibra Sejemba and Rashid Wagaba, respectively nicknamed the Killer and the Dog City. They are playing out a decider to get who of the two will take on Luvola Simon, the computer, in the final. Tough times call for tough players. It is a tough time in this match. Whoever of the two players will come out toughest will play the final. Whoever will come out less tough will play a third place match against Ivan Kanyesije next, as the winner takes on Luvola Simon in the final. A very beautiful thing having over 500 people viewing pool beyond midnight on YouTube. Thank you, Africa. Something is starting to unfold. Something. At this moment in time, you could be looking at the black if you are an Ibra supporter or if you are Ibra himself. Here we go. The easiest pocket where to put the black is the center pocket on the right. You think that Ibra will want to play the white, the top rail. In that case, he will. That is where he's pointing at. That is where he wants his white ball. It is a crowd in disbelief that they are darling Dog City, holded 3-1, and 4-2 respectively, is now treated to a decider where he could lose the frame and the match if Ibra pulls off a very good shot here. Here we go. Big shot, this one. Here we go. There we go. As if he placed the cue ball by hand. Big moments, I like to say, call for big players. And Ibra has just demonstrated in a split second that he is a big player. He's up against the black. If he sinks it into the center pocket on the right, he wins the frame and the match. He wins.